Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with another news and info video. I forgot to mention in the last episode of this series that we're going to change the name of this series from Lunch Break to On the Menu. This is a request or a suggestion by my man Which Ones, and I thought it was a great suggestion. And a lot of times these videos don't really come out around anybody's lunchtime, whatever, regardless of whatever coast you're on. So more like On the Menu, because a little bit of everything that's going on and what's happening in the news for action figures and collecting and comic books and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Let's do it.
That's crispy.
Yeah. Chedder, catch me at the toy shops. Catch me at the toy shops. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detour. Catch me at the toy shops. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detour. Catch me at the
So round one of the A.C.B.A World Championship Tournament for 2014 has officially ended. The people who are moving on to the second round of the competition have been selected. They know who they are. The recap videos are starting to come out now. Shout out to my man Slings of Web, who was actually the first judge to get his video out right away. Rapid fire. The rest of us were kind of lagging. I got my video up last night. This is a picture of, or a still from Jabanga's entry from the tournament. And I talked about his video a little bit in my recap video. And Pharaoh actually put up a video last night as well. I would definitely recommend that you watch Slings' video, my video, Pharaoh's video. I actually didn't watch any other judges' videos until I put mine up because I didn't want to be influenced in any way. But now that I've watched them, it's, you know, we all have very similar thoughts about what was good and what wasn't good. And it's definitely a good tool for you as somebody moving on to the next round, or for you as somebody trying to get into next year's competition, or even if you were eliminated. Don't just look at the information on your particular video, because the information pertains to everybody regardless. You know, the information and the tips and stuff transcends everybody's entry. So I would definitely take a look at all the judges' recaps that come out and use that as a tool to be better. And speaking of my man Jabanga, he had another episode of his show, Flip Side, and that was linked to the A.C.B.A fan page, so you should check that out. The link for my recap video, Pharaoh's recap video, Slings' recap video, as well as Jabanga's latest episode will be in the description of this video. Shout out to my man Nick Rogers, who was able to pick up this Ninja Turtles sewer playset, which he talked about in his latest episode of A.C.B.A Toy Talk, which is another weekly vlog from an A.C.B.A person in the community. He doesn't do too many displays in his videos. It's more like hauls and talking about different things and different experiences he's had throughout the week of collecting. And I enjoy the show, though. It's a pretty cool show. It's laid back. It actually reminds me of when we all first started on YouTube and the Marvel Legends community, just kind of putting up whatever we wanted to on a daily basis. The videos that we put up early on weren't really that focused. It was just showing a collection and talking about something for 10 minutes. But, you know, that's when we were a much tighter, close-knit community. Not to say that it's not like that now. It's just so many extra people. But yeah, I'm getting off subject. But basically, he talked about this and talked about how Target screwed up with these sets, and they basically mispriced a lot of these sets, and they were being sold for $15, and this is a huge set that shouldn't be selling for 15 bucks. So a lot of people throughout the community, quite a few people were able to nab this for 15 bucks, and that was a pretty good steal right there. There's a front view of the box. This is actually the picture that I used to link with this video, with the second part of the video, but the set is massive. You can see over 40 inches tall. The Agent Venom figures have finally trickled all the way out east. I actually spotted a couple myself in Staten Island this past weekend, so they're starting to show up out here in New York finally. And shout out to my man Todd, who showed this little ad here for Walgreens. They're going to be having a sale on the Spider-Man figures, so you can actually cop any of the older ones that you needed from that wave. Maybe you'll find a Carnage or something like that, and they'll be $14.99. And then they also got Captain America the Winter Soldier DVD for $16.99, so that's a good deal. So look for that if you have a Walgreens near you. And if you don't, maybe somebody that you know from the community can just cop one for you and send it to you. This Revoltech Vash figure went up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store this past week. So this has been a lot of talk about this figure. There's been a lot of talk about this figure. A lot of people are interested in grabbing this, so the link for that will be in the description. Check it out. Thought this was pretty cool. All you iPhone users out there, they've got a iPhone case that looks like Han Solo and Carbonite coming out. It's up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. I'll put a link to that in the description. I think I'll cop one of these. It looks pretty dope. A lot of people, a lot of customizers throughout the community have been doing their own cast of this version from the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series line. Well, not this version, but a version that came with the SDCC Boba, and getting it to a lot of people that didn't get a chance to get the Boba originally. So, you know, just choose wisely when you're picking a customizer who you want to do that for you. That's all I'll say about that. So this past week, Rogue from the Puck Build-A-Figure series, one of them surfaced. This figure was slated to be released in this wave as a running change for Emma Frost, but at the last moment, Hasbro said that she wasn't going to be released, and then somewhere down the line, they said that she would be released in a later wave in a X-Men related line. But it looks like somebody who is in Rhode Island, which is strange because Rhode Island is where Hasbro's headquarters are. Now, Marvelous News reported that the person that is selling this lives pretty close to where the Hasbro headquarters is, which, I don't know, that could be coincidental or it could be something. We don't know, but it's up on eBay. It's over $1,400, and whoever pays over $1,400 for this is an idiot, and whoever's selling it, it's a genius. So I'm pretty sure we'll see Rogue come out at some point. We haven't really seen Hasbro have any really rare figures like Toy Biz had with the Luke Cage or the Blue Wasp or the Crimson Dawn Psylocke. We haven't seen that with Hasbro. We've seen them kind of pump fake, you know, with Dakin and a couple of these other things, and then eventually they all came out. So I'm pretty sure this will be the same type of deal here. Matty Collector finally confirmed that they're going to be releasing this Doomsday. I don't think they really said anything as far as the price yet, but a lot of people have been anticipating this guy. It's the correct size. Come with the little torn up Superman cape here. This is something I'm probably going to be interested in getting, but it was funny because my man Slings was saying how he really thinks this design for a villain is pretty whack, and I actually kind of agree with him. I didn't, you know, I mean, I still have the comic book. I thought the comic was okay, but, you know, at the time, really, at the end of the day, it was really just a huge gimmick. But yeah, I'm still interested in getting the figure. We got to wait and see how they're going to release it. I talked about this in an episode of Main Course when I got the Guardians figures, that, you know, this is the buck that Hasbro should have used from the jump for the comic version of Drax. And this is a custom here from Stevie D Customs, who I actually have one custom from of Black Panther way before the more recent Black Panther came out through Hasbro. But this came out great. I mean, this is the body mold that we actually really need for the comic series Drax too. So I just want to show this real quick and you know, say something about it. So this picture on the net, you can see Vision right there in the front, looking pretty cool. I don't know who this Asian dude is, but this is another poster here for the Age of Ultron. Really excited for this movie and what it's going to offer in terms of on camera geek moments and figures. We're going to get a lot of nice figures when this movie comes out, I hope. And here's some leaked concept art for the design for Vision from the movie. Looks pretty cool. A lot of people are saying how they're pretty surprised how it's so close to the comic version. Really didn't expect that myself, so it's looking pretty good. Hopefully this is how he'll turn out when the movie comes out. I mean, the previous shot that I showed of that poster, I don't think they're going to stray away from that. Guardians of the Galaxy is still crushing everything at the box office. Looks like it recently surpassed Superman, Man of Steel, at the domestic box office, generating $294 million, and versus Man of Steel's $291 million. So that's crazy, and that should make Warner Brothers feel a certain type of way. You see that they already changed the release date of Batman vs. Superman so it wouldn't coincide with Captain America 3. And it looks like they're a little shook over there at WB. This past week, The Rock confirmed that he's going to be taking up the role of Black Adam on screen. So that is pretty interesting, pretty surprising, I guess. I'd like to see how that's going to unfold. I think The Rock could do it. So we'll see. Then this photo surfaced later with The Rock in his Black Adam costume, looking crazy. This is an old picture of The Rock. They actually made fun of him with this picture on Conan recently, and then somebody just photoshopped the Black Adam symbol on his turtleneck there. When's the last time you seen somebody with a turtleneck on? Nuts. Apparently this dude on the left, who I don't even know who he is, I don't remember his name, is going to be playing Ra's al Ghul in the Arrow TV show, which I've yet to watch, but my girl's been watching it faithfully, and a lot of people I know watch it and really enjoy it. I have seen one episode of it, actually, and it is pretty good. The choreography and everything is really good. But this dude's going to play Ra's al Ghul, even though Liam Neeson expressed interest in the role, but they gave it to this dude instead. Shout out to my man Dave Johnson, who has a new mixtape out. You know, I've been promoting every one of his mixtapes that have come out. It's free. I'll put a link to it in the description. This one is actually Old School R&B Jams, Volume 1. I believe this is his first R&B mixtape. But again, all of this is good listening for just setting up displays or being around the house or workout music or whatever it is that you want. Car music. But yeah, definitely check that out. Shout out to my man Russell Fuller, rocking the blue A.C.B.A tee with his fiance there. She's rocking the matching blue A.C.B.A tee. Shout out to all the Aussies out there representing A.C.B.A. Shout out to my man Morgan. I swiped a lot of these screenshots from the phone from him, I believe. But The Walking Dead's executive producer, David Alpert, he said, "Man, wait until you meet Negan. He's one of the greatest villains ever created. It's so exciting." So apparently we're going to see Negan come to the Walking Dead TV show. So I guess that'll be interesting. But if you read the Walking Dead comic book, you know that Negan is known for a lot of cursing. So I don't know how they're going to portray that on AMC, on television, what they're going to do. But, you know, I don't want to see a whole bunch of words, him using a whole bunch of words that are not the actual curse words, because that's going to be corny as hell. And I don't know how they're going to do that. We're going to see. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I think Walking Dead has been corny these past couple of seasons, really. So hopefully this will ramp things up a bit and make it a little more exciting, but I think it's been pretty corny. Not sure what's going on with the Star Wars Black Series, the 6-inch figure. There's been a lot of delays from different outlets if you ordered them online. They've been on back order for a little while now. That's how I'm getting my set, so I haven't really had the opportunity to see Wave 5 in hand, although I've seen, you know, quite a few people within the group who have them. So I'm waiting. I'm actually totally backed up. I don't have Wave 3, 4, or 5. And all of mine are coming from offline through Entertainment Earth. So I'll just be waiting. Shout out to my man JD, who's been working on the a dio of the trash compactor from the Star Wars movie. This is a small shot that he had here with Chewie and Luke and Han. And, you know, you can't really see the full dio right here. But I saw the work in progress pictures, and it came along really nicely. And this is just another opportunity for me to tell folks to come out and join the Dio Structure group on Facebook and learn how to do this on your own. They're building a lot of stuff over there, you know, not just dioramas, but different props, and it's a lot of different tips for everything. And again, this is a sister group to A.C.B.A, and this is probably one of the other groups that I promote the most aside from A.C.B.A. It's a wonderful group, so the link to that will be in the description. Definitely go over there and request to join. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, repping A.C.B.A, Articulated Comic Book Art. Had to catch up on Sunday specials this past week, so I had posted 5 in a row for the month of August. And this was Ian Hunter's Sunday special. Well, he made the Sunday special with this photo. And Jesse Torres made it with this photo. Nice little sequence here. Looks like it's lifted right out of a comic book. And Advocate made it with this photo. Brian Hickey, straight out of Australia, with some G.I. Joe love right here. I thought this was really, really dope. This got a really good response. And finally, Mark Lapis here with this photo, which also got a really nice response. I mean, they all did. They all over 200, 250 likes on Instagram. So if you don't know, every Sunday on Instagram, I pick a picture, select a photo from the A.C.B.A group that's probably already made the fan page from that week to be featured on Instagram, and for that person to have a little write-up on them and get their social networking sites linked when the post goes up on the A.C.B.A Tumblr. And it's been a pretty cool networking tool and a pretty cool tool to get A.C.B.A out there and to get individual artists out there. And this is something that I'm supposed to be doing every Sunday, but sometimes I'll be on my CPT and you know, I'll miss a Sunday or 2 or 5. And then I'll have to post up multiples at one time. But usually when that happens, that gets an even better response. And if you go on Instagram and you look for the hashtag A.C.B.A Sunday Special, you can see the album that has all of the Sunday specials in there laid out. There's no other nonsense in there. And that's what it is. It's good stuff. Just a reminder here, this is the calendar for the month of September, which is the month we're in right now. The second round post date is coming up on September 21st, which is a Sunday. Remember, we give you that extra day. You had an extra week for the judges to deliberate and get the score situated. So essentially, you have 5 weeks basically in between rounds to get the next display together, which is more than enough time from the time that you found out that you were moving on to the next round. Second round stipulation is power play. You're going to display a certain character's power set, which is similar to a round we had last year in the competition. This should be pretty interesting, showing, you know, a lot of people trying to really up the ante this round. And you know, it's a lot of it's quite a good mix of veterans and newcomers in this round right now. And I'm pretty excited for what round 2 has to offer. So again, Sunday, September 21st, 2014, all entries must be uploaded by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late.